morning, everybody. How are you? So if you don't know me, my name is Nicole, and right now I'm in Spokane, Washington, which is in the northwest part of the United States. And here it is morning, so good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, or even good night in some places. So today we're going to learn some vocabulary. Yay, vocabulary! That's always really fun. So, as always, if you want to become a premium subscriber, you can get extra stuff. You can get homework, quizzes, I can make corrections for you, you can email me lots of questions, and at the end of the course, you get a certificate. So if you're interested in becoming a premium subscriber, go to www.smartenglish.com/live. All right, so we're going to start today. And of course, always, you can watch the videos for free. You don't have to be a premium subscriber to enjoy and learn from these videos. All right, so here we go. Some vocabulary for today. Okay, so, and this vocabulary list, if you are a premium subscriber, is on the Smrt website, and it is from Unit 3. To get to Unit 3, you click Me, Open, and then Unit 3 is called What Happened, and there's a big vocabulary list. We learned some words before, so we're going to start with the word crash. So crash can be a noun or a verb. Usually it's a verb. And this is a verb that's similar to the word accident. So crash is when two things hit together like this. So cars can crash. Or if you know the musical instrument cymbals, it's like the musical instrument, we crash cymbals. So crash means hit together. Our example sentence says, don't look at your phone when you drive. You will crash the car. That's good advice. And just like usual today, we're going to do 5 words. Then we'll stop. We'll talk about them. We can write some examples. You can ask me questions. And then we'll do 5 more words. Okay, so that's word number 1. Word number 2 is cross. So cross has many meanings, but for this meaning of the word cross, it means to move from one side to the other side. So we can cross a street, a bridge, like in the picture. You can cross a room, move from one side to the other side. Our example sentence says, the only way to cross the river is with a bridge. All right, let's do 3 more. So word number 3 today is dangerous. Dangerous is an adjective. So our example sentence says, I didn't play hockey when I was a child because it's too dangerous. So dangerous means that something has danger, it has risks, it is not safe. So dangerous is the opposite of safe. So sometimes sports are dangerous. Driving too fast is dangerous. All right. Our fourth word for today is drop. So drop is when you let go of something and it falls to the ground. So excuse me, did you drop this? Is our example sentence. I know some people are probably thinking, when do we say drop and when do we say fall? Because they're very similar, drop and fall. So let's go to our notes and I'll write some notes for this. All right, so for our vocabulary, I'm going to write this as a question. What is the difference between drop and fall? So drop and fall, I'll give you a quick example for each one, and then we'll see if we can see the difference. So let's see, maybe I drop my cup, or my cup falls. The difference here between drop and fall is that drop is a transitive verb and fall is an intransitive verb. Oops, I typed that too fast. Intransitive, there we go. So what is a transitive verb and what is an intransitive verb? A transitive verb can have an object. An intransitive verb can't have an object. You know, a subject, verb, object. So let's look at our sentences one more time. The first sentence says, I drop my cup. So I drop, and then cup is the object. I drop my cup. So the thing that is going down is the object. Here, for my cup falls, there's only a subject and a verb. And the subject is the thing that goes down. Does that make sense? So drop is a transitive verb and the object goes down. Falls is an intransitive verb and the subject is what goes down. A lot of students have trouble with drop and fall, so I hope that's clear. All right, I think we have one more word before we stop and chat. So let's see. Here we go. We have explain. Explain is a verb. The noun is explanation. And our example sentence says, my teacher explained this word to me. Explain is similar to teach. So if I teach you a vocabulary word, I explain a vocabulary word. Explain means to take something difficult and change it to something easy. So I take a difficult word like drop and I try to make it easy by explaining it. All right, so let's look at those 5 words one more time. We have explain, drop, dangerous, cross, and crash. So let's go to our notes. And if you have some example sentences, you can write them in the chat. Or if you have some questions about how to use these words or what they mean, please put your questions in the chat. All right, so while you're working, I'll go ahead and start writing some of your sentences in our notes here. So let me go back a little bit. Okay, oh gosh, we have so many comments. Let's see. Can we say my laptop crashed because of the overuse? Good question. I'm going to write that question up here, Rosa. So can we say my laptop crashed because of the overuse? I'm just going to put overuse together as one word. So good, we can say this. Oops, let me actually make this a question here. So my laptop crashed because of the overuse. So crash can also mean for a computer or a phone or some kind of electronic device to stop working. You can imagine that maybe inside the computer it's just like, so we think about it like a crash. So yeah, we can use crash for that. Let's see. Any other questions? All right. Oh, so someone asked about cross and 3 dimensions. So can we use cross in 3 dimensions? That's a good question. Let me think about that for a moment. So usually we use cross to move from one place to another place in a straight line. And it has to be in a 3-dimensional space, because if it's in a 2-dimensional space, we would probably use a different word, maybe a word like shift, maybe. But yes, it'll be in a 3-dimensional space. So the answer to that question is yes. That's a very interesting question. All right. Ooh, August is asking lots of vocabulary questions, and I can't answer them all right now, but maybe after the lesson I can try to answer 1 or 2 of those. August. All right. So a crash is dangerous. Oh, we used 2 words together. I'll put that here. A crash is dangerous. We have 2 vocabulary words together. All right. All right, so we have a very long example sentence from Rosa. Very nice. It says, many people immigrate illegally from African countries to Europe by crossing the Mediterranean Sea. I'll keep the C capital too. And this is very dangerous. It's true, the water between Africa and Europe is not very, very safe. So people can have accidents, people can crash, and people can drown trying to cross this big water, like the Strait of Gibraltar, for example. Is that what I'm thinking about? But anyway, the whole Mediterranean Sea is a very dangerous place for a boat. So good example. Let's see. We have an example with drop from Melina. It says he grabbed it very quickly and finally dropped. Just remember with dropped, we need an object, so we're going to say dropped it. There we go, very good. Let's see. I dropped my heart when I saw her. Oh, I like that, that's romantic. I dropped my heart when I saw her. All right, let's see. You have to stop at the stoplight before you cross the intersection. That's a good one too. You have to stop at the stoplight before you cross the intersection. Good example. Oh, and Adam, don't worry about being late. You're never late for my class. You could join anytime. Let's see. I am going to explain the crash that was very dangerous due to dropping my mobile while driving. Oh, it's a very, very big sentence. Okay, so we have a few people talking about phones with crash. So let me give a few examples of how we can and can't use this word with crash. So for example, you can say, my phone crashed, and this means the programs stopped working. If you want to mean that you dropped your phone and it broke, we could say something like this. We could use drop here. We could say, I dropped my phone and it broke. But we probably won't say, I crashed my phone. This is a little unusual. You can say, I crashed my car. That's okay. But I crashed my phone, it sort of suggests this image. Like, see, here's a phone. If you crashed your phone, it's like a kind of like you did it on purpose. If it's an accident, we can use it for cars, but we probably wouldn't use it for a phone. We would say dropped or broke. So interesting. Those are good examples and some interesting ideas here. All right. Let's see. I dropped my phone when I heard thunder. 2 planes crashed into each other in the sky. Oh, those are all good sentences, kind of sad sentences. I dropped my camera when I was trying to take a picture of myself. Good, good. Those are great. It's dangerous climb without protection. Oh, another one with dangerous. Let's see. Let me write that here. It's a dangerous climb without protection. And climb was one of our vocabulary words from last time, so that's awesome. All right. And Vivek, I like your example sentence. It's dangerous to see other girl while she is with me. So I'll write that here. So it is dangerous to see, I'll say another girl when she is with me. Very nice. And, oh, another meaning for crash from August. So let me put this here. So August added that crash can also mean to go to sleep. So where did that go? So crash means having sleep after being a lot of tired or being very tired. So for example, after working all day, I crashed on the couch. Couch is like a sofa. So here, crashed, you can imagine you fell down like and suddenly went to sleep. So we use the word crash to mean fall asleep very hard after working very hard. That is another meaning for crash. Good. Oh, these are all awesome sentences. Good, good, good. All right, so let me see if we have any example sentences for explain. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Paulo wrote one. There were a bunch of people explaining me math. Okay. There were a bunch of people explaining, and explain we can't use with a person. We can't say explain me. We can say to me. So we can say explaining math to me. And this is important for the word explain. Explain can take an object, but the object is not the person you're talking to. The object is the topic that you're talking about. So let me give you some examples. That's very good. So we can say, I explained the homework to the students. But I can't say, I explained the students the homework. Because the students is not what I'm talking about. It's who I'm talking to. So I need a preposition. I could add the word to here. I explained to the students the homework. But the person you're talking to, we have to use preposition to. Oh, very nice examples, everybody. And I like the examples that you wrote because they introduced many important ideas and questions. So good job, very good job. Let's do 5 more words. Are you ready? Ready, ready, ready? Okay, here we go. Let's review very quickly. We just talked about crash, cross, dangerous, drop, and explain. Our next word for today is fall. And we talked about fall a few minutes ago. So remember, fall is very similar to drop, but we don't use an object. The thing that is going down will be the subject of your sentence. So in this picture, we can say the woman fell. An important note for the word fall, fall is an irregular verb. Irregular verb. So let me write the 3 different forms. We say fall, fell, fallen. So number 1 is our infinitive, our base verb. Number 2 is our past simple positive verb. And number 3 is our past participle. We use past participles for perfect grammar and passive grammar. All right, so just remember fall is an irregular verb. All right, our example sentence here says, be careful, don't fall. But I think the advice was too late for the woman in the picture. All right, let's do the next word. Our next word is fine. Fine has a few meanings in English. Like if you say, how are you? You can say, I'm fine. But here in this picture is a different meaning for fine. This one is a noun, not an adjective. So fine as a noun is a fee, like money, that you pay when you do something bad, when you break a rule. For example, if you drive too fast and the police see you and they stop you, you have to pay money. This money is called a fine. So our example sentence says, I had to pay a fine for what I did. So fine, one more time, is money you pay when you break a rule. All right. Usually we pay fines for driving problems, like parking in a bad place or driving too fast. Okay. Our next word is forest. So our example sentence says, there is a beautiful forest near my house with lots of trees. So a forest is a group of trees, a big group of trees. And this is a noun. All right, and our next word is funny. So funny is an adjective, and it's not the same as fun. Fun and funny have different meanings, and sometimes students will mix them together. So let's look at our example sentence. I laughed a lot when I watched this funny movie. So again, funny is an adjective, and funny is something that makes you laugh. Ha 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 ha. So if something is funny, it makes you laugh. So comedy is funny. Fun is different. So let's go to our notes so we can make this clear how it's different. Okay, so funny is, first, it's an adjective, and we use it to describe something that makes you laugh. For example, the movie is very funny. Fun is a noun, and it's not something that makes you laugh. Fun is something that makes you enjoy, that makes you have a good time. Not laugh, but just have a good time. So I'm going to write that here. Something that makes you have a good time. And I'll give you an example. So we can say, for example, maybe the class is fun. So you have a good time, but maybe you're not laughing. Ha 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 ha. It's just enjoyable. It's just something that makes you have a good time. All right, so let's do one more word. Last word, and then we'll stop and talk. This word is garbage. So garbage is a noun, and it's similar to trash or refuse or rubbish, if you know those words. Garbage is stuff you don't need anymore and you throw away. So for example, in the picture, this is a garbage truck. So it's a truck that takes the garbage from your house and puts it into a garbage dump. A dump is a place to collect garbage. The example says a truck comes every Tuesday to pick up the garbage. So garbage is very American. I know in England, they often use words like rubbish, but garbage is very, very American. We use it a lot in the United States. All right, let's review these 5 words. We have garbage, funny, forest, fine as a noun, and fall. All right, and this is the verb fall. Fall is also a season, like winter, spring, summer, fall, but that fall is a noun, not a verb. All right, so let's look at our notes, and we'll see if we have any questions or if we have any good examples. All right, let me go back and let's take a look. Let's see, I fall in love with my music tastes. All right, so let me put that here. I fall in love with my, and then music here is an adjective, so let's change it to musical. Musical taste. Fall in love is an idiom, and it means to become in love. It's like, ah, heart, heart, heart is fall in love. Good. Let's see. Fine is like a ticket. That's a good example. So a fine is like a ticket. So very good. Ticket can have many meanings, but one meaning of ticket is fine. Absolutely. Good job. Let's see. The ball falls into the water tank. Very good. Very nice. Good. Let's see. Do we have some more? I have fallen yesterday on the street. Fallen yesterday on the street. The only thing is with present perfect, we can't use a specific time like yesterday. So I'm just going to delete the word yesterday. I have fallen on the street. If you want to say yesterday, we have to use past simple. We could say, I fell yesterday on the street. So good, very good. These are some nice examples for fall. Let's see if we have some more for fine. Oh, there's so many. Okay, let me write one here. When I overtake my friends with my, not sure what that one word is, but with my car, the policemen give me a fine. Good, good. But let's make this past simple. So the past of overtake is overtook. So when I overtook my friends with my car, the policeman, and I'll just change this to gave. The policeman gave me a fine. Very nice. That's a good example of when you might get a fine. Very nice. Which list of vocab are we supposed to use is what Diari asked. Is it anywhere to be found? That's a good question, Diari. So, if you're a premium subscriber, you can see the list of the vocabulary. I can show you how to find it. So, just a moment here. So, if you're a premium subscriber, you can go to Unit 3 on the Smrt website. And then Unit 3, the vocabulary list is right here. So vocabulary 3-1. And then you can see the same pictures. Or if you scroll down, you can see all the words, listen to the pronunciation, read some examples, and see the part of speech. So this is all on the Smrt website, which you can see if you're a premium subscriber. That's a great question. All right. Let's see if we have a few examples for forest. Let's see. I don't see any for forest. Not so far. I think I see one for funny. Okay, I'll put one for funny. So we have sometimes my words seem funny to my readers. Good, very good example, Vivek. I fell in the street yesterday because it was wet. I have one more for fall here. I fell in the street yesterday because it was wet. Very nice. A falling star looks beautiful. Good. And here, fall, we changed it to an adjective by using the participle form. So very nice. Let's see. You are so funny. That's a good example. Very nice. The fine is given to the opposite team by the referee. Oh, that's another good one for fine. The fine is given to the opposite team by the referee. Good. So if the opposite team has to pay money, and sometimes this is true in professional sports, especially American football, there's lots of fines. And basketball too. So good, very good. I lost myself in a forest of love. Oh, so romantic. I lost myself in a forest of love. Very nice. So usually forests are made of trees, but in this sentence, which is very poetic, we can make a forest of love. Very nice. All right. Let's see. So Mr. Bean, make us fun. So let me write this one here. I'm going to say Mr. Bean. We're not going to say make us fun. We're going to say make us laugh. So Mr. Bean makes us laugh because he is funny. Or we could just say Mr. Bean is funny. But if you want to say make, we have to say laugh. Make us laugh. Good, very good. All right, let's see. Amazon is the biggest forest of the world. Okay, so I'm going to say the Amazon is the biggest forest. And we're not going to say of the world, we're going to say in the world. All right, very nice. Let's see. I had to pay a fine for being late to my office. Good. She explained how to pronounce some words to me. Good. I was fined because I sped up beyond the limit. Those are all great sentences. Let's see if we have any for the word garbage. Does anybody have an example for garbage? Ooh, while we're waiting, let's see. Rosa asked a good question. So Rosa asked, what is the comparative form of fun? Is it funnier or more fun than? So, if you're talking about the word funny, then it's funnier. So for example, let me give you an example sentence here. We can say, the first comedian was funnier than the second comedian. And then here, this means the first comedian made us laugh more than the second comedian. But fun can also be an adjective. So let's see. I'm going to put funny. We're going to change to funnier. But fun, we're going to change to more fun. So for example, how about soccer is more fun than golf? Just an example. If you like golf, that's okay. Just an example. Soccer is more fun than golf. And this one means that soccer is more enjoyable than golf. So funny and fun can both be adjectives. Fun can also be a noun. But remember, funny and fun have different meanings and different comparative forms. Very nice. All right, let's see. Oh, I have a few example sentences for garbage now. Let's see. I know I saw one here. One reason of water pollution is throwing the garbage in the sea. Good example. I'm just going to change one thing. I'm going to change the preposition of to for. One reason for water pollution is throwing the garbage in the sea. Very good. Let's see, another one for garbage. She has thrown my heart in a garbage. I might say in the garbage. But yes, so sad. Oh, some of these sentences today are breaking my heart. She has thrown my heart in the garbage. Good example. The garbage pass. And because garbage is an uncount or non-count noun, we act like it's singular. So we're going to say the garbage passes by our neighborhood every Tuesday. So good, very nice. Let's see, any more for garbage? Well, that's great. Those are enough examples. Very, very good. Oh, English is more fun than French as an example sentence. I like it. I'll put that here. English is more fun than French. I think so too, although French is very beautiful. All right, let's see if we have time to do 5 more words. I think we can if we go a little bit fast. All right, so the words we just studied were fall, fine, forest, funny, and garbage. Let's see if we can do a few more. Our next word, oh gosh, what a disturbing picture. It's a little bit scary here. Okay, our next word is ghost. So this is maybe not the best picture of a ghost because he has a clown face, so maybe that's a little confusing. But a ghost is like a spirit. A ghost is like Casper, if you know the famous ghost Casper. So in many American scary movies, there are ghosts, and ghosts are usually like dead people, but you can see through them. They are not zombies, because zombies have a body. A ghost doesn't have a body, just a spirit or just like a soul. Our example sentence says, I do not believe in ghosts. They are not real. But some countries and some cultures, they do believe in ghosts. So some people believe in ghosts, some people don't believe in ghosts, and that's okay. So our first word is ghost. Ooh, I don't like that picture. Ugh. Okay. Our next word is guide. So guide has a couple meanings. In this sentence, it says, in the guide, we read about a nice park to visit. So I'm going to talk about, let's talk about 3 meanings for the word guide. Okay. So we have 3 different meanings for the word guide. So a guide can be like a book or a magazine that gives information about a place. So maybe before you travel to another country, you buy a guide. A guide, again, is a book or a magazine that tells you about the place that you want to travel to. Another meaning for guide is a person who gives you information about a place and shows you the place. So for example, maybe you go on vacation and you take a tour and you go to many famous places, and there's a person who takes you place to place and explains the interesting or important information about each place. This is a tour guide. So a guide can be a book, or it can be a person. Also, it can be a verb. If it's a verb, it means to show and give information about a place. So a tour guide will guide you. Does that make sense? So there's 3 different meanings for the word guide, but they're all very similar. All 3 meanings give you more information about a place. All right, let's see. Let's do a couple more words. Our next word is gun. So gun is a machine or a tool that you use to shoot bullets. Bullets was a vocabulary word we had before. So in the picture here, we have a couple guns, actually. And our example sentence says, hunters usually use guns to kill animals. All right, let's do 2 more words. We have highway. So you can drive really fast on the highway. So highway is similar to a freeway. It's a big street, a big busy street. Usually it connects 2 or more cities or areas. So it's like a big street that connects different cities or different areas together. All right. And I think this will be our last word for today. We can say hold. Hold has a few meanings. One meaning for hold is to keep in your hand. So hold can mean keep in your hand. For example, I hold the cup. So I keep it in my hand. But there's another meaning for hold. So let's look at this example sentence. It said here, we will hold the event on September 22nd. Here, hold has a different meaning. We can hold a meeting, a race, an event, and this means to have or host an event. So let me write that in our notes. So hold means have or host an event. For example, we could say the Olympics are held in a different city every time. So the Olympics are held in a different city every time. And that grammar that I used was present passive. Because hold, I wanted to give you an example of the past participle because it's irregular. Just like fall, hold is an irregular verb. So it's hold, held, held. Hold, held, held. All right. So let's go back and look at the words one more time. We have hold, highway, gun, guide, and ghost. I don't like this picture. All right, let's go to our notes and let's look for any examples or any questions that you might have. All right, let me scroll back over our comments. Let's see. Did you see a ghost? You're blank as a sheet. Oh, very nice, Louise. He pretended like a ghost and I believed in it. Good. I might say, instead of pretended, I might say acted. Might say he acted like a ghost and I believed it. Good. If you want to say pretended, we could say pretended, but we have to add a few more words. We could say he pretended that he was a ghost. and I believed it. Good. Let's see. We have a question from Adam. What is the different meaning if we say she has thrown my heart in the garbage? Oh, let's go back to that sentence from before. So one more time. I lost the sentence. What is the different meaning if we say she has thrown my heart in the garbage? So what does the meaning? So this just means that this sentence means that she didn't love me, or even worse, like she hurt my heart. That's what it means, is she didn't love me or she hurt my heart. And this is present perfect because it's something that happened sometime in the past. All right, let's see. I hope that answers your question. Oh, this is interesting. Her fragrance guides me through to her place. That's an example of the verb form. So her fragrance. Fragrance is how you smell, like your perfume, for example. So her fragrance guides me through to her place. And this means that her fragrance leads me to her place. So it's like a guide. Again, this example is a little bit metaphorical, but it works very well. He guides me is another good example. Let's see. A ghost comes from grabs. I don't know what grabs is, but let me see. A ghost comes from and then I'm not sure what this word is here, but maybe we could say we could put a place here. Maybe grave, maybe that's what we mean. A ghost comes from a grave, maybe? Because a grave is a place where someone puts a body after they die. So good. My friend's house is full by ghosts. Oh no. My friend's house is full by ghosts. I'm just going to change two little things here. So by, I'm going to say of, and then ghost, I'm going to make it plural. Because if it's full, it probably has many, many ghosts. All right, so let's see more examples. Honey badgers are dangerous for the children if they cross your fence. Those are some good examples from the words before, dangerous and cross. Watching horror movies at night makes me dream of ghosts. Let me write that down. So watching horror movies at night. I'm just going to say makes, because if your subject is a gerund watching, we're going to imagine that it's singular. Gerunds are singular. Watching horror movies at night makes, I lost the sentence. Makes me dream of ghosts. Very good. All right, I have to read guideline to go immigration. Oh, there we go. Let me write that here. So I have to read, I might say the guidelines to go, and I'll just add to immigration. Good. And a guideline is a rule inside of a guidebook. So a guideline is like one rule inside of like a book of rules or a book of information. Oh, very nice. Let's see. I'm a self-guided English learner. Oh, I like that. A self-guided English learner. A self-guided English learner means that you are your own guide. So you guide yourself, you move yourself through English learning. Very nice. That's a good example. He gently guided her back to her seat. Very good. Very nice sentence. Oh, we have a question from Adam. Adam, what is the different meaning in I have seen a ghost and I have seen to a ghost? Ooh, interesting question. Let me write that here. I have seen a ghost and I have seen to a ghost. Really, the question is, what is the difference between seen or see and see to? Okay, because these are different meanings. See is similar to like look or watch, but this word we use for something that happens for a short time, not a long time. See is a short time, like watch is a long time, for example. See to is a phrasal verb. A phrasal verb is a two-word verb. Let me write this down. A phrasal verb is a two-word verb and or three-word, two or three-word verb. And the first part looks like a normal verb, and the second part or the third part looks like a preposition. It's not a preposition, but it looks like one. Okay, it's actually called a particle, if you want to know. Okay, so see2 is a phrasal verb, and it kind of means like care for or take care of. So this sentence here means I saw a ghost. And this sentence here means I cared for a ghost. So that's a really interesting question, Adam. So these two sentences have very different meanings. Probably the one that you want to say is the first one, I have seen a ghost. But good question. Okay, let's see. The guidebook says that the museum's tickets are very expensive. Ooh, that's a good example for guide. So, the guidebook says that the museum's tickets are very expensive. Very nice. Guide me to our sovereign's court. Guide me, it's like show me the way. Oh, very nice. That's a good explanation. Guide me is like show me the way. Very nice. Oh, for gun, we have some examples now. It says, the first one is I found a bullet from the gun. Very nice. Let's see if we have any more for gun. He got a gunshot. Oops, he got a gunshot. Good. I find difficult to cross the highway. Let me write that one. I'm just gonna say it. I find it difficult to cross the highway. Very nice. Do we say climb or to climb? That's a question from Diari. I'll write that here. Do we say climb or to climb? And it depends on the grammar of your sentence. I'll give you an example for each one. So for example, we can say, he can climb very fast. Or he wants to climb the mountain. And really, the difference is not the word climb, it's the grammar for the sentence. In this first sentence, he can climb very fast. Can is a modal verb. And after modal verbs, we always use base verbs, infinitives. Verb 1. But in our second sentence, if you have two full verbs together, we have to change one of them. So if we have two full verbs together, like want and climb, we have to change the second one. And for most verbs, we change the second verb to. Like he wants to climb, he needs to climb, he hopes to climb. There are some verbs we change to ing, but that's a very big grammar topic. So maybe we can study that in the future. All right, let's see if we have any more good examples. Okay, let's see if we can do a couple more for maybe gun and highway. Let me take a peek. Ghostbusters hold guns to suck the scary spirits into their packs. I like it because it uses a few different words. So Ghostbusters hold guns to suck the scary spirits into their packs. Very good. Ghostbusters is a famous movie. There was a new Ghostbusters movie very recently about some women who tried to find ghosts and catch them. All right. So we have a few for highway. So driving in highway is mostly difficult for new learning drivers. Let me write that down. So driving in highway is mostly difficult for new driving learners. Let me just change just a couple small things. We don't usually say in highway, we'll say on. So driving on the highway is mostly difficult for new driving learners. And I'm just gonna put a hyphen here because new driving, we're using like an adjective. So we're gonna put it together like a super adjective. Good, good, good. See any more? Oh, lots of ones for ghosts. She acts more dangerous than a ghost. Seeing a ghost is the scariest part of my experience. Just don't say most scariest, just scariest. Good, good, good. Very nice. Her ghost held his attention. Ooh, I like that one because it uses both of them here. Her ghost held his attention and guided him through the highway. Oh, wow. So good job, Luciana. That's a lot of vocabulary words in one sentence. All right, so very good job. Let's see. Oh, the French Leo asked, are phrasal verbs casual? That's a good question. Are phrasal verbs casual? So they are more casual than their longer synonyms, but they're not slang. So that's a good question. They're not slang, but they are more casual than usually what their synonym is. So let me give you an example. So for example, wake up is more casual than like wakens or something like that. Or just wakes even. Let me see if I think of a better one. Or maybe like get up versus like arise. So get up is more casual. It's a phrasal verb. And then arise is very formal. So very often if we have two words with the same meaning and one is a phrasal verb, it is usually more casual. So I'll say yes, they're more casual, but they're not slang. And they are very, very normal. It's okay to use phrasal verbs in writing. Absolutely okay. Good question. Oh, a couple with guns. Let's see, I have, everybody can have gun in Bangkok. We'll just say guns. Everybody can have guns in Bangkok. Oh, I didn't know that in Thailand guns were okay. Very interesting. The policeman loses your gun. Let me write that one down. The policeman loses, I might say his or her gun. If you mean your gun, we're probably going to say takes. The policeman takes your gun. So good, very nice. All right, everybody. Oh boy. Oh, class is over. It's been over for a while. I talked a little bit too long. Let me review one last time. We talked about the word ghost, guide, gun, highway, and hold. So thank you very much for coming here today. So again, I hope that if you can, maybe you can join and become a premium subscriber and get access to our Smrt website and homework and tests. But whether you can or can't, it's always wonderful to see everybody come and join the Smrt Life classes here. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day today. Goodbye.